What is up, dudes, lady dudes, everybody? Welcome back to Just Nuts. We've got some pretty big Link Vrains Pack 2 drops here. We have a 6 Samurai Link and a Magical Musket Link as well. The Magical Musket Link being a Link 1, clearly, and the 6 Sam being a Link 2. And this is pretty hype because 6 Samurai is one of the most loved archetypes, period, across the board, which is pretty insane. And Magical Muskets, I know people were kind of hyped for them when they came out. They just ended up being a big flop competitively, but maybe this link helps a lot. So we'll see. It's a Link 1, so that's always dangerous. But yeah, I haven't looked at these at all. But before I jump into it, guys, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! News videos, Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever videos, making them all. So let's scroll down here. So first we have Magical Musketeer Max. Okay, Link 1, Light Fiend effect monster, 1000 attack with 1 arrow pointing down, which is good. You have an arrow. And material takes 1 level 8 or lower magical musket monster. It's a weird restriction, 8 or lower. I believe the boss is still level 8, but do they maybe plan on making level 8 or higher monsters? That's weird. Okay. And its first effect is a hard once per turn. So, first effect says if this card is link summoned, activate one of these effects. Add magical musket spell and traps with different names from your deck to your hand up to the number of monsters your opponent controls. So going second card. Okay, so that's okay. I get it. So can definitely be really powerful. Going second, you just make this. If you just normal summon and make this, you literally can search up to what you're playing a link spam deck. You're playing Goki. You're adding 5 spells. With different names. Interesting. Then the second effect, so you add 1, or you activate 1, or so you can do that, or you can special summon any number of magical musket monsters with different names straight from the deck up to the number of spell and traps your opponent controls. Whoa, that's insane. So clearly there's some flaws with this. And his secondary effect says during either player's turn you can activate magical musket spell and traps from your hand. Pretty basic. We knew that. That's what all the magical musket monsters can do. But this is interesting. It's really interesting because this is obviously going to card. Its effects are only relevant if your opponent has stuff on the board. If you're playing like a spell and trap based deck, Altergeist, Paleo, those kind of decks. If they don't have the right stun cards and you just can special summon like 3 or 4 monsters straight from deck, that's pretty strong. As well as your opponent, you're gonna have one or the other, so you're gonna plus immensely. So I think this card's pretty powerful. Just the problem was magical muskets were very clearly already a going first deck, but this card is only useful going second. So I'm curious to see how the deck develops with this kind of card. Again, I think it's a pretty powerful card. Obviously, the ceiling is huge. But yeah, I'm glad it's a Link 1 and it's insanely powerful. Just kind of counterintuitive with what the strategy has been so far for magical muskets. But yeah, we will see where the deck goes from here. Very cool card. Now for the card everybody's been excited out the wazoo. I'm sure will be excited out the wazoo card. So we have Great General, the 6 Samurai. He's a Link 2 Earth Warrior effect monster. Attack 1000 and a bottom left, bottom right arrow. Phenomenal. Materials 2 warrior monsters, including a 6 Samurai monster, opening the door for some generic warrior tech cards. Interesting. You can only use this card's first effect once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can discard 1 card, add 1 card whose effect can place Bushido counters from your deck to your hand, which I believe is Gateway of the 6 Samurai. Nice. I don't know what else uses Bushido counters, but I believe Gateway does for sure. So you have a card that on summon searches Gateway, which is insane. And then the second effect says each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summoned to this zone this card points to, place a Bushido counter on this card. Okay. And then he also gains 100 attack for each Bushido counter on cards on your field. Okay, I've got a lot going on here. So on summon, you search Gateway. Gateway's going to give you a ton of counters. So this guy can easily can break 2,000 in a turn. I mean, 6 AM spam the board like nothing. So you summon him, you get your Gateway. Then if you can special summon once or twice to the zones, you're plussing so much there. I mean, you're getting like what, 2 counters there, 2 counters here. He's at 14. All right, I think this card's pretty solid. Just the fact that it can search Gateway, because one of people's main hates about Six Samurais now is that Gateway's at 1, so like you can draw it, but it's not searchable. But now it's pretty easily searchable. Any 2 monsters pretty much in the entire deck can get you this guy. Wow, really, really interesting cards here. Wow, I'm really curious because we've seen the Six Samurai deck get first place at a regionals by Jeremy. I don't remember his last name, but Jeremy. He's been on Six Samurai's channel. I believe he has a channel of his own. We've seen him. This year he got first place at a regionals with Six Samurais, which is really, really cool. This card adds a ton of consistency to the deck as far as getting your hands on Gateway early in the combo. This is kind of nuts. This is really kind of nuts. And I believe this puts us at 10 monsters announced so far for the Link Vrains Pack 2. We have 9 that we know effects for. I think we just don't know what the Train Link monster does so far. That's the only one we don't know what it does, and we have 10 announced. So look forward to more of these. These are really, really cool. I'm really excited for these. I'm really excited to see where these decks go from here. This makes Six Samurais really interesting competitively. Guys, let me know what you think about these Link monsters. I'm really excited. I really want to hear what other people think about these who actually play these decks. Crazy, guys. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. I know it's a late one, but when news drops, I got to make a video. So peace out, guys.